Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Learning Tree Book Club's regular monthly meeting. We read together first Saturdays for 1 hour and a half, and I'm Meredith Coleman McGee, and I'm here in Jackson, Mississippi.
I'm Mary Yusuf, and I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Mary Yusuf, and I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Well, yes, hello. Thanks, went out.
Okay, you go ahead then.
Go ahead.
You can introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Christine Ivory. I am original from Chicago, Illinois, but I live now here in Indianola, Mississippi.
Thank you. Okay. Vicky, are you unmuted?
Yes, I think yes, I am unmuted now. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, hello.
Okay.
I am Vicki Jenkins, and I am the co-chair, co-president of the Community Library of Mississippi, who is hosting the Learning Tree Book Club for today. And as a regular session, like Ms. McGee has said, it's a monthly book club meeting. And today we have several readers and quote unquote authors that have come to join us today. And we're happy to have you, and thank y'all for listening.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Charlamagne and Marianne, you can read first and tell us what you're reading, and then the adults will go. Thank you.
And today I'm going to be reading The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make some tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for snapping a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. So he made a smiling snowman. And he made angels. pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big wall, heaping mountain of snow, and slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another, and still another. He packed it around and firm, then put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother about all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone and the snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. That's it.
Can you give us a summary of the book? Have you ever made an angel in the snow?
No. It's too cold for me out
I heard that.
there. Well, there's this boy named Peter. He liked snow days and he often go to play outside and play with the snow. And since he didn't want the snow day to be over, he decided to take a snowball with him to keep.
Oh, okay.
So then when he got home, after taking a bath, the snowball disappeared. And he was not too happy about it. So the next day when he woke up, he thought that all the snow outside would be gone. And when he went outside, there was still snow.
Well, he had a fun snow day. Yeah. All right, Solomon, what you got, girl?
Hoarder.
Okay.
Squirrel was a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all of the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home.
Who was in the picture? Who was in that picture with Corduroy?
The toy bunny, the clown, the doll, and the giraffe. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things. but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. But then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother said. "I spent too much money already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." So,
What is going on in those pictures? Where are they?
they're in the toy department. Right here, the girl was looking at the bear in this photo. And on this photo, the girl was wanting to buy the bear, but her mom said no because she spent it way too much today. And and he lost one of his buttons. Corner watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I lost the button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find one. If I can find it."
So some of the toys were purchased, but the bear was left on the shelf by
Late
itself.
that evening, when all the shoppers had gone,
Okay.
yes, wait there, but it just, but the author, I mean, late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone, Ben carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quiet by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. "Could this be a mountain?" "I think I always wanted." He stepped off the escalator as they reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was the most mountain. That's, "I guess I always wanted to live in a house
I think her screen is frozen. Solomon, yeah, they fell off. I guess she'll come back. So Christine is a warrior story. Is that a true
No.
story?
No, it's not a warrior story. That's what I call myself, a warrior and a soldier, because
Oh,
I
I
had
see.
cancer with asthma and I was very sickly. So I'm coming along back along with God is delivering me and healing me and bringing me back. I'm not totally there, but I'm almost there. I'm getting back. So I call myself a warrior and a soldier in the
I
army.
get you. I
That's something I
get you.
call.
I get you. Yeah, because the warriors, the Indian version. Yeah. Okay. So what's the name of your book?
Title of my book is Rhymes and Riddles with the 26 Letters.
Oh,
And
hold it back on. Let me see. Hold it up again.
sure.
Oh, rhymes.
Yep, Rhymes and Riddles with the 26 letters, dealing with the ABCs.
Okay, got you. And that's a children's book.
Yes, and I also have a teacher's guide for my book.
Are you a teacher?
No, I'm not. I used to be a sub, but I'm not a teacher.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Okay, well, you can go ahead and read.
Okay, do some sort. Okay, do some. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of rhymes and riddles from my book entitled Rhymes and Riddles with the 26 letters. All righty. What fruit am I? I have tropically thin skin, and I come in two colors, and I have a crisp flesh. I rhyme with the word snapple. This is what I say. What fruit am I? I have tropically thin skin. I comes in two colors, and I have a crispy flesh. I rhyme with snapple. So when I read the riddle, they don't get the
Okay.
riddle. Then I tell them that fruit beginning with the letter A, that's an apple. When an apple come off the tree, tropically it has two colors. That's gonna be red and green. Now it may come in other colors, but when it come off that tree, those the two colors. And the color of an apple, in those two colors, that's gonna be red and green. And that begins with the letter A. Next riddle. I grow in clusters. I am long and very soft and puffy. What fruit am I? I rhyme with hammer. That will be a banana. And the color of the banana is yellow. The next riddle. I am long and rooted. I am a long-rooted vegetable. I grow from the ground. Scientists say I am good for your sight. What vegetable am I? I rhyme
Carrot.
with the word. What is it?
Carrot.
That's right. And what color is the carrot?
Orange.
That's right. See, some people they can get the riddles, and some people can't get the riddle. If you don't get the riddle, then I come back and ask you what color am I? Okay, you got that one. See if you got this one right here. I am very sweet and small and tiny. I am in the plum family. Listen to, I am very sweet and tiny. I am in the plum family. What am I? What fruit am I? I rhyme with late.
Do you know Solomon? What fruit that is? It rhymes with lake.
I am very sweet and small and tiny. I am in the palm family. I rhyme with late. What fruit am I? Now we're going to the ABCs. Now we're going to alphabet. Just think about it. We're going in the ABCs. We're going in order. I just gave
Grape.
you a hint. What is it?
Grape.
Nope.
Oh,
I rhyme with late. I'm gonna tell you what that is. That's a date. You know, a date is very small and they come in varieties of colors. They're real small. It's a date.
okay.
Okay. The next one. I come in various colors. I can be oval or I can be round object. I am high in protein. You can find me in the dairy section. I rhyme with the word leg. What are my colors? I come in a variety of colors. I can be oval or I can be round. I'm a round object. I am high in protein. You can find me in the dairy section. I rhyme with the word leg. What are my colors?
You know Solomon?
No.
Me either.
That would be an egg. And you go in the egg in the section of the eggs are in the dairy section. And the color of egg is gonna be brown, it's gonna be yellow, and it's gonna be white. Okay?
You mean the outside of the egg?
Outside, yeah. You can also you go in again.
I've seen white and brown.
They white and brown, and they're yellow too. The yolk inside the egg, when you cook
Oh,
the
I
egg,
see.
the yolk is yellow. So I'm making them think.
Okay.
It's like a game, and also it's like a learning too. So I'm making them think about about the fruits and the vegetables and the spices. And also, with the teacher guide I was telling you about.
Right, right.
Okay. The next one. I am inside out. I am very tiny and sweet. I have a soft pearl shape. I am in a job when preserved. I am in a job when I am preserved. What fruit am I? I rhyme with the word big. And what are my colors?
What you
I
rhyme
rhyme with the
with?
word big, B-I-G.
Fig.
What is it?
Fig.
That's right. And what color is a fig?
Kind of in the lavender family.
What color? What color? You're right. It's a fig. What color is the fig? You got it. It's the right. What color is the fig?
Kind of lavender.
Where they really small figs and they come in green, purple, and brown. That's the color of the fruit. Okay.
Okay.
Next one. Y'all should get this one. Just think. I am large and juicy, but bitter, and sometimes tart. I also come in a form of a juice. Listen, I'm gonna read it again. I am large and juicy, but bitter and somewhat tart. I also come in the form of a juice. What am I? I rhyme with boot. And what are my colors?
Lemon.
What?
Lemon.
Who? Somebody just said something. What'd you say?
Lemon.
Grape.
Grape what?
You get green grapes with red grapes.
Now it's not a grape. It's not no grapes. Listen again. I am large and juicy and bitter and sometimes tart. I come in the form of a juice. I come in the form of a juice. What am I? I rhyme with boot. Listen, I rhyme with boot. And what are my colors? Think about the ABCs now. It's rhymes and riddles with the 26 letters. They're going in the alphabet. ABCs. I am large and juicy.
Grapefruit.
Say it again.
Grapefruit.
You are so correct. And what color is the grapefruit?
Yellow.
Correct. It's another color too.
red, red inside, yellow outside.
You're missing the other color.
I
Pink.
want to say green.
It's pink. You got it. It's a grapefruit. See this? The book is rhymed the riddles with the 26 left. But if you think about the ABCs and you're thinking about, I gave you a hint. I'm going in orders. I'm going in the order of the ABCs. Just think about it. I'm going in the order of the ABCs. Okay, I'm gonna read you another one. I am smooth with a pale skin. I am smooth with a pale skin and very sweet and sticky with a lot of seeds in the middle. What fruit am I? I rhyme with new, and what are my colors? I am very smooth with a pale skin. I am very sweet and sticky with a lot of seeds in the middle. What fruit am I? I rhyme with new, and what are my colors?
Watermelon.
Nope. You got to rhyme. I rhyme with new. So what rhyme with new? What fruit did you know rhyme with new? Honeydew.
Honeydew. Wait a minute.
Yep. And that honeydew is new honeydew. It rhymes with that. And the honeydew is pale green and yellow. Think about it. Y'all was getting some of them. Y'all was on the road. Y'all was getting some of them right. See, the book is rhymes and riddles with the 26 letters. It's like a tool and a learning game to have the kids thinking and learning as they learn, they think. And they think, think about what is they saying? What is I'm saying? What is this? What is this? And have them, it's like a little game. I wanted them to be thinking while they are learning, then having fun like a guessing game. Okay. Want me to go or stop?
Yeah, go ahead and read another one.
Okay, see if you're gonna get this one. I'm see if you're gonna get this. Okay. I am used for decoration in the fall, mainly in the month of October and November. I have a leafy stalk of plants. What am I? I rhyme with the word thorn. Thorn. What are my colors?
Mary, I know you know that one. In the fall, it's used for decoration.
I am used for decoration in the fall, mainly in the month of October and November.
October.
I'm mainly used in the month of October and November. I am a leafy stalk of the plant. What am I? I rhyme with the word thorn. What are my colors?
What you
What's the
think it
name
is? Outside of my gap,
Mm.
she's saying something.
I think it's a pumpkin, baby.
What is it?
She said pumpkin.
Not a pumpkin. It's something else. What else do you see? What do you see like let me give you a hint. What do you see like doing around October, November, besides the pumpkin and the scarecrow? Yeah, so stalk be there. There's a stalk be there with, just think about it. It has variety of colors of it. It's a stalk be, it's like a stalk. What you think that is? It's rhymed with the word thorn. Let me tell you.
Corn.
That's what it is. What kind of corn is it?
I don't know.
Indie corn. Remember that corn that with all the variety of colors on it? That's the name of it. That be on the doing like the jack-o'-lantern around the holiday like October. It's an indie corn, and it comes in a variety of colors. Because you see those colors, you have yellow, you have brown, you have black, like inside the seeded inside the corn.
Okay then.
Just-
Well, it is a fun game. Yeah, well, so Solomon, you want to finish your book?
Yes.
Okay.
All at once he saw something small around. Why, there's my button, he cried and tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He waved and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button. Woodward chocolate baked into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Woodward didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here.
Why did the police come to the toy factory?
Can you repeat that again?
Why did the police go to the toy factory?
So he can watch if anybody broke in or something like that.
Okay.
He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs? The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department where other animals and dolls.
Now, what just happened, Solomon?
The watchman took Corduroy back to the shelf because Corduroy wasn't supposed to be upstairs.
It made itself a home upstairs. Got in the bed and everything.
Corduroy was just waking up when the first customer came into the store in the morning, and there looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I can bring you home. Shall I put him in a box for you? The Sir Lady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered, and she carried Cordelia home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of the stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Lifted, there was a chair and the chest of drawers, and alongside the grown-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like the enormous palace in the department store. This must be a home, he said. I know, I always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy in her lap and began to sew a button in his overalls. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulders strapped faster. We must be friends, said Cordelia. I always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave him a big hug.
So that's the same little girl who's saw the toy bear at first, and she finally went back and then her parents bought them for
Yes.
her. Okay, then. Well, it had a good, happy ending. Thank you for that. Okay, Vicky, you going next? You want me to go next?
You go next.
Okay. I've been reading about Ida B. Well. I know about 4 months. I just read a little bit every book club meeting. And this is a picture of her. And I think the person that wrote it is her great granddaughter. But anyway, the South Side and more. As I transitioned into the tween years and transferred to a more racially diverse school, I met and made friends with people from other neighborhoods who did not look like me or come from the same background. I became fascinated with learning about other cultures and was addicted to TV shows that featured different countries. I wanted to see the world, climb pyramids, hike mountains, experience museums, explore castles, go to sidewalk cafes on cobblestone streets and more. I daydreamed about seeing and meeting cool people all around the globe. I got pen pals in England and Norway, and our 12-year-old selves exchanged letters pictures, and magazine articles. At my school, I learned French and had opportunities to watch French movies and even try French food. When I was in school, they were still teaching French as an alternate language. In your school, they don't teach that, they just teach Spanish, Mary Ann.
They teach Spanish, but not French.
Yeah, they took it out of school in recent years. As I dreamed of international adventures, I became more keenly aware that people who looked like me weren't welcome in certain Chicago neighborhoods. There were boundaries that we knew were dangerous to cross. And I started to experience being treated with subtle suspicion or disdain. Having store clerks follow me, my teenage self, while in certain stores, or having cashiers ignore me. A huge housing community, the Ida B. Wells homes in a different neighborhood, was named after my great grandmother. My father would drive us past there at times and explain the meaning of our family legacy. At that age, I didn't grasp the magnitude of the honor. All I wanted to do was hang out with my friends. My father had no firsthand memory of his grandmother as he was born a year after she died. Two of his siblings were toddlers and the other two were not born, so the only immediate connection I had to Ida was through my grandmother, Alfreda Barnett Dustin, and her sister, Ida Barnett. By the time I got to high school, Ida's autobiography, which my grandmother edited and got published in 1970, had been out for several years. That was her thing, as far as I was concerned. I was too busy living my own life to pay close attention to what my grandmother did. I was involved in the school orchestra, track team, yearbook staff, newspaper staff, French club, all city band, and all city teenage newspaper. My world was about me and my friends. And then reporters started coming by the house. My world started to include banquets and ceremonies where Ida was inducted into Hall of Fame and featured in exhibits. Buildings were named after her. People wanted to make movies or write books about her. My father had always told us stories of his childhood, which was filled with financial struggle. He grew up during the Depression with my grandmother, who was widowed with 5 children to take care of. They both wanted us to be proud of our heritage, but felt no pressure to match Ida's accomplishments. We were encouraged to develop our own interests and skills. As a result, I felt slightly disconnected from all the hoopla. We were taught to have our own identities, to speak much about our relation to Ida B. Wells because we did not do any of her work. She did. People outside our family tied their expectations of us to Ida more than was emphasized within our own family. Ida lived her life and I could live mine. In my quest for adventure, I learned about an opportunity to travel to France and begged my parents to let me go, even though we definitely had modest means. My father scrapped up the money for the trip. So at the age of 16, I had my first international experience and came back to Chicago almost fluent in French. It was around this time that I started to believe I was somewhat different than my peers. While so many around me started dreaming of getting a stable 9 to 5 job, getting married, having children, and buying a house, I dreamed of traveling the world. All I wanted to do was see what was outside of Chicago, and I did as a start. I went to Dartmouth College in Hanover, Hampshire. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I done made it to page 12. Okay. Vicky, you can read now.
Okay, we got the Black freedom struggle at the crossroads.
Turn your video on so you can show us the cover of the book.
Oh, well, let me see.
And what's the name of it?
Crossroads at Clarksdale.
What's that Robert, that famous blues man that went
Robert
to
Johnson.
Robert Johnson?
Yeah. The so yeah.
Oh, hold on. Christine, you ever heard that story about Robert Johnson?
No, I heard of some artists. Don't think I've heard of him.
Yeah, supposedly he went to the crossroads. It's like where you could go in different directions, and sold himself to the devil, and then started playing blues. That's like it's not true, it's just. But anyway, he's supposed to been so good at playing it that's how he got good.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'll check it
All
out.
right. The claim of fame for Clarksdale, Mississippi is the home of the blues. In the first half of the 20th century, many men and few women gather there to develop blues and musical forms and consume it with pleasure. W.C. Handy, Gus Cannon, Charles Patton, Son House, John Lee Hooker, Jake Johnson, Frank Forrest, Bessie Smith, Ike Turner, Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, and Robert Johnson, among others, carved the remark of the local and national music in Clarksdale. Today, the most famous landmark is the Crossroads, up at the corner of Highway 49 and Highway 61. It's called the Crossroads, and it is guitars, where it says, and it's right here. I don't know if you can see it. At the crossroads of Highway 49 and Highway 61. Crossroads, home of the blues. This is where Johnson supposed to sold his soul so he can get a mastery of his music.
Well, look, the guitars are there now. If you go there now, you'll see guitars.
Yeah, you see guitars at the corner of Highway 6. When you were going up Highway 49, like you went to my mom's funeral, Highway 49, and when you came into the end of town, it's Highway 49 and Highway 61. And that's where it says Crossroads. At the guitars, it's there now, home of the blues.
Well, we didn't see the guitars.
You didn't see the guitars? I don't guess you went in that direction. But
we would have went if I had known we were gonna be able to see that.
in that direction, yeah.
Okay. Well, what cities does that intersect? Highway 61 and Highway 49.
Highway 49 comes off of Greenwood. 61 is Ruleville.
Okay. Okay.
Ruleville.
But 61 will take you to Vicksburg.
Yeah, 61 can take you to Vicksburg.
And also the Natchez, right?
Right. If you get on Highway 61, it'll take you all the way down to the coast.
Okay.
Also, too, pass by Indianola, but but today the most famous landmark is the Crossroads, where Robert Johnson supposedly sold his soul to the devil in exchange to master his music. Proudly, demarcated a decorative pointer, 4 guitars with each neck pointing toward the geographical compass. Highway 61 and west on Route 49. Yet Clarksdale, African Americans' history resonates much deeper than the musical melodies, emancipating from juke joints to the field. The fact that the blues musical forms document hard life, hard or not, found on the fertile homes of the speaker of the stories of struggle and the survival of the ground where it matured. A fuller history of African Americans in Clarksdale illustrates a community organizing during these massive civil rights movements and found close, appropriate opportunities in order to survive. The real, rather than legendary, crossroads exist in various planes across the time and place and within the personal and sometimes communal lives. The metaphor which Johnson lonely meeting conjures up remembrance of the uncertainty and the choices and opportunities and the decisions that Black people made as they worked for better futures, highlighting the legacies and strategies and organizations of the delusions and of defeat. Crossroads of Clarksdale chronicles a Black freedom struggle in Clarksdale, Mississippi from 1951 to the mid-70s. The narrative, however, spills backward into the 1940s and forward to the turn of the 21st century. African American levels, while mass movement strategies found at the enactment of the desegregation laws and cases, decisions, and took on major barriers to equal opportunities, economic opportunities. The reality of life, most African Americans did not change dramatically. Risky choices led to the rebellion of the slow change and the relatively slow change in the local level with steady battle to getting the time in a tiny I can't even say that, in a tiny town. The larger national portrait of the mass civil rights movement levels cut out of the local story and the personal narratives and drama that permitted the everyday push for a more just society. The partial explains the indifference to the past in today's Clarksdale during this stay. There is a exchange student in Coahoma County High School, the early 1990s, that the school was easily 90% African American, was easily in the let me go back, was easily 90% African Americans. Hardly any Black history taught, nothing beyond specific specific leaders and inventors. One in a graduate of the specializing in African American history noted that found Clarksdale history within the 1980s and published in the history of the category library, Carnegie Library, did not reflect the history of the African American, remembered rather than shown, unrealistic, and the sanitized versions of social harmony and the blues of the youth of the Clarksdale and of their neighbors and relatives. The book was recovered the first time. Those forgotten, discarded memories. I think that stopped right there. What it
Okay.
says that when I was in school there, when I heard you mention about Spanish and French, naturally, je parle en français, but and as of now, my understanding is French is still spoken, French is still taught. And I had the same French teacher from junior high school all the way through high school. There was no other Black high school in town except at Clarksdale High. The only other Black school was out in the county. So all of the students, public school, went to Clarksdale High. And history was not seriously taught at that time in the Clarksdale High School. Not Black history, not any of the Black history was taught in that.
What year
in
was
school at
did
the
you go to
time.
school? What year are you talking about?
I'm talking about in the 70s.
And Mary Ann says that in her school they don't teach French, they teach Spanish. Well, you know, she attended school, but I heard that in some schools here, they don't.
Okay.
But my stepson, when he was going to school, they offered Spanish. But I don't think they offer French.
Chris, is Spanish pretty much taught in school in Indianola, or?
I'm really not for sure. I know a lot of things has been taken out of the school system, but I'm not for. I think they teaching it in high school because my son is in high school. He's about to graduate. They teach yeah, they teach that. Yes,
Well,
they do.
like I said, Spanish is the most predominant
Yes.
language that is taught. Now, I guess I don't really know if there's any person that teaches French, pretty much so. I can't really say French is taught, but the most predominant language that's taught now is Spanish, if anything, because there are really no other languages taught, pretty much so, in that part of the Delta, so to speak.
Well, that's
Language
interesting.
first more is not taught very. So what now?
Yeah, I said that's interesting. When you were going to school in the 70s, they weren't teaching much Black history. And now they get book bans on anything about race, and then they don't want to teach it now Now, when I was in school, they had a little Black history. I was in school after you a little bit in the 70s and 80s. But by the time I got to Utica Junior College, which was a Black college, and when I was there in high school, they taught a lot of Black history. We sung the Lift Every Voice for every program, every occasion. And then when Reagan became the president, he merged Utica Junior College, which had been founded by Blacks and Black leadership and all led up until I guess 82, and then it merged with Hines Community College. And I'm sure the curriculum that they had when I was there changed again. So I guess if we want to learn our history, we just got to do what we do. We just got to read it. That's all the way we want
Yes,
to learn it.
correct. Yes.
I
Because
had
you
a
were saying about
I had a history teacher who was one of my quote unquote Meredith red skirts. She did teach Black history. That is where that's where I learned a lot. She was Black now, and she was now she was the only teacher. I guess I didn't have another history teacher other than her, because she taught history all the way through high school too, class that I did attend. But she taught a lot of history that she was not supposed to teach. We learned in the fact that Christopher did not discover America and all like that. She
I
taught us,
learned that also in school.
yeah.
You taught that too?
Yes, I'll be like you were saying in the, because I was born in the 70s and went to school in the, 70s and 80s. And when you go to every program, you hear Lift Every Voice. We used to have that at every program we went to.
Yeah.
So, and they were teaching us.
Yes.
I think she got frozen.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, didn't do many, like I said, I went from the time that the Black History was the Black History Week up there in the Delta at Clarksdale High. There was Black History Week, and it built and built and built to where it became the Black History Month. Also,
wait a minute, Vicky.
what?
You mean to tell me you remember Black History Week? Because I
Yeah,
don't remember the month.
I do.
Black History Week.
She
Black
remember Black History Week.
I've never heard of Black History Week.
We
but I've
only
heard
had a
of
week
month.
at first, but I knew that from reading, but I didn't remember it. She was old enough to remember Black History Week. I think it became Black History Month. Jimmy Carter, who's 98 now, the president, Jimmy Carter, signed into law in, I think, 76. I think I read that. But it started out just Black History Week. Then we got a month.
Well, like in the in the middle 70s when I was there, it was Black History Week. And we only had a week's term. And since I was at a predominantly white high school, it wasn't as celebrated. Nobody ever said anything pretty much so in the Black History Week or anything like that. That wasn't as celebrated, and notably, like I said, the only Black history that I did learn was through this teacher who did teach a lot of her students the Black history. Like I said, Christopher Columbus and such. And we did learn several other areas of the Black history that, like I said, she was not supposed to teach, but she did teach it to us. So that was, I thought very enlightening.
That's interesting, Vicky, that you remember Black History Week. That's just a learning moment right there. But anyway, wow. So
now, if you recall, right before Carter named it month, it was still History Week.
Yeah, I just always remember the month. But I don't even remember when I was in school if we had like posters of Frederick Douglass and all that around the wall. I can't remember that. But anyway, since we got just 15 minutes left, I want to see if Mary Ann would be grace with one of her poems if they had something else to read. Mary Ann, did y'all know it was a Black History Week first before it was Black History Month?
Will you
I
stop?
Huh? Did you know that, Mary Ann?
Yes.
Oh, okay, y'all learned that in school.
Mhm.
Y'all learned a lot of Black history at your school during Black History Month.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Well, thankfully, since it was only a Black history, she did teach us a lot of Black history. A teacher did. So
Yeah,
that was
Victor,
the thing.
Mary Ann finna read one of her poems.
Okay.
Okay.
So one is called Welcome Spring.
What you say the name of it is?
It's called Welcome Spring.
Okay.
Goodbye winter, spring is in the air. Flowers are in bloom. You see colors everywhere. Birds build their nests in branches way up high. But out my window, that loud bird wake me up again. Sigh.
That was beautiful. It's rhyming and you're telling a story about the transition from one season to the next. Man, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
You got another one?
I have two more. if you
Okay.
want.
What's the name of it?
One is called New Year.
Okay.
Sound the flute, now it's mute. Birds delight, day and night. Nightingale in the dale, lark in sky, merrily, 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 to welcome in the new year.
Wow. Rhyming, and you collecting all of your poems. You collecting them, right? How many have you written now?
Let me see.
Huh?
I have 8 right now.
Oh my goodness. And you're fourth grade?
I'm in 5th. I'm about to
grade.
leave. I'm about to leave 5th.
Okay, okay. Well, you started writing in fourth grade or fifth?
4th.
Fourth, okay. Okay, give us what's the name of your next one?
My last one is, I didn't really think of a name for this one yet.
Okay.
Frogs croak, rain soak, chicks peep, crickets leap, bees hum, robins come, birds sing. It's spring.
That's very good. That's very good. So have you ever seen a cricket leap? Did you get these stories from you seen it visual or you read about it?
It's real. Uh,
You saw
yeah.
it, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Okay, well, very good. Keep writing and thank you for sharing with us. Yeah, we
Welcome.
really enjoyed it. Okay, sorry, Mike, you got something else to read?
Yes, it's called.
Okay. And Christine, we'll let you end it with some of your riddles. But go ahead, Solomon.
Yasmin, the fashionista.
Yasmin. Okay.
The closet. Chapter 1, the closet. Yasmin was bored, really, really bored. When will Mama and Papa come home? She asked her grandparents. I am tired of doing crafts. I never made 3 bracelets in a crown. Mary looked up from her sewing. They just left. Yasmin, be patient. Surely they can have one evening at a nice restaurant. Yasmin scrolled. They promised to bring me dessert. They better not forget. Nana helped us held up his book. Come, do you want to read some the some of this story with me? No thanks. Yasmin shuffled away. She wandered into Mommy's and Papa's room. Something shiny caught her eye. Yasmin leaped into the huge closet. Brightly colored clothes hung from the rack. Some keys, silky hijabs and beams sorry. Like the rainbow swirling around the room.
What is she doing in that picture?
She is looking at all her dad and mom clothes that are so comfortable.
Okay.
Chapter 2, an accident. Yasmin couldn't help herself. She had to try on the new casement. She saw twirling around, arms fell down, eyes closed. What's going on here? Maddie called out. Yasmin looked up in surprise. Nanny, these will look good on you. She lifted in the jaw on Nana's head. She wrapped a shawl around her shoulders. Now we're both fashionistas. Nanny smiled. Don't, I do look nice, don't I? The giggles grew louder and the twirls grew faster until, oops, Nanny tumbled. She stepped on Capzil Yasmin was wearing. Oh no, it's ripped. Yes, Yasmin Well then, what am I going to do? Yasmin took off from Zoom. Maddie looked at the tan. Don't worry, I'll tell your mama about it. It all will be fine. I can fix it with my sewing machine. But the fabric was too thick and broke the needle on the sewing machine. I can fix the machine, Nana said, just as soon as I find my glasses. Chapter 3 on the red carpet. Nana and Nancy were busy fixing the sewing machine. Mama and Papa will be home soon. Yasmin didn't know what to do. She put on her pajamas. She tied up her crafting table. Then she got an idea.
Well, she made it to the red carpet.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was big time.
I know how to fix that. Comes in. Yasmin shouted. She held up her glue gun. Nana tried the glue gun and presto, it worked. Then Yasmin had an idea. She took out the feathers and pom-poms and fabric pieces from her crafting box. She cut out and trimmed and taped them all into her pajamas. Now it was brilliant and colorful as a peacock tail, just like Mama Kazoo. They heard Papa car outside. They're here. Yasmin squealed. Let's surprise them. When Mama and Papa entered the room, the room was quiet and dark. Then Nana flicked on the switch. Lights, music. Welcome to Yasmin's fashion show. He boomed. Please prepare for fresh stylistas to wow you. Yasmin entered and struck the pose. Her pajamas shimmered her bamboo table. The Nana joined her, modeling a colorful hijab. Yasmin and then prepared up and down the carpet, making sure not to fall. Nanny waved like a queen. Mama clapped her hands to the music. Nanny took pictures. Baba yelled, amazing, amazing. Yasmin smiled and bowed. Then she fell into the couch between Baba and Papa. Phew, I'm starving, she said. Did you bring me some dessert?
Now what are they doing in that picture?
This one, well, the grandma was showing off, like Yasmin. She was showing off her fashion and what she did to her pajamas. And the grandma was uh, modeling herself. She was modeling her clothes that she made while they were out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, so Christine, we got enough time for you to give us two of your riddles.
Okay, I'm gonna do them right quick.
Yeah.
All right. I am using food for a season. I am well known in Mexico. I come in a can, also dry. What am I? I rhyme with the word casino. That will be jalapeno. And a jalapeno is green and red. I am
Excuse
a
me, jalapeno.
huh?
What'd you
It's
say,
spelled
Vicky?
the same, but it's pronounced jalapeno. I'm sorry.
Jalapeno.
I'm sorry.
Jalapeno casino.
Yes.
That's right. It's rhyme. Jalapeno and casino. Jalapeno. Some people say jalapeno. Some people say jalapeno.
Oh,
It depends on how you pronounce it. But you
yeah.
know, I mean, you know, we pronounce. Sometimes we pronounce words correctly. Sometimes wrong. But it's pronounced jalapeno.
Well,
It's pronounced jalapeno because the J is, you know, silence. Okay, I am I am a stem with large leaves. Water does me good. I am one of the world's best source of vitamin K. What vegetable am I? I rhyme with the word whale. The word whale. So that will be kale. That's a vegetable, and the kale is green. It's a good source of vitamin C. I mean, a good source of vitamin K. I'm sorry, a good source of vitamin K.
Orange juice. Orange.
The what?
Is it orange?
No. Read it again. I am a stem with large leaves. Water does me good. I am one of the world's best source of vitamin K. What vegetable am I? I rhyme with the word whale. The word whale, W-E-L-L. That would be the vegetable kale. Kale is a vegetable like a green leaf, and it has a good source of vitamin K, and the color is green.
Yes, it is a kale. I like kale too.
I like it too. Sometimes I got one time it was like kind of sweet a little bit.
Yeah, I like it, especially when you mix it with another green or something. But anyway,
Yes,
it's been a wonderful
it may
session.
taste good if you do green. It may taste good for those who do eat greens.
you don't like greens?
No, I don't.
Oh, I love
man.
I real bad. You from
She's
the
really
Delta?
not from Clarksdale or Mississippi if she don't like green. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully I see you first Saturday next month. Keep writing, girl. Thank you.
Y'all.
Look at Vicky getting there. She gonna put a video on that.
Kids, I'm happy to see these two kids here. It just does me good.
Yeah,
I'm really happy.
yeah.
I'm trying to get more kids on here.
Invite some more next time.
Try to get more kids. I'm gonna try to invite more kids. I'm glad they reading, very educational. They just out there. I know, and they're doing it at an early age. I enjoy it. And that poetry poems, you keep writing. Keep writing. I write a little poetry too. You keep writing. And Vicky, see you, and also see you, Miss Coleman. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to coming back again.
All right, we'll see you guys next month. Bye-bye.
Bye.